Hello, how are you? So, let's start with an introduction to syntax analysis. So, the first thing I want to tell you is that um, all the theory I have given you was not to deprive you from, let's say, knowledge. I know it's a lot, um, but I believe that if you have any query in the future and you can't ask me, you will be able to, let's say, look into for yourself and see the answer, okay, in the unit. So don't worry, we are not going to focus so much so in depth, um, but it's very important for you to have the theory. Okay, so let's start with this. Some very important notions. The ones who have attended Kufa with me are very happy now because you know what a category and a function is. Remember that they are called category, or categories. Don't say category. Okay? Well, and we are going to find the categories and the functions of words, phrases, and clauses. Okay? So if you come across with the word clauses means um, sentences. Okay? Don't worry, it's just a synonym of sentence. So, as regards category, you should know that category is connected with morphology. For example, you say, well, I want to know um, if this word is a noun, sustantivo, an adjective, okay, adverb, and a role is connected with the function. Okay, what's the role of this word, this noun, inside a sentence or inside um, an excerpt, an utterance. Um, for example, noun phrases can act as subjects or objects or whatever. So, function is very important. Let's see some examples. For example, here, the word hospital is only one word and it is a noun. Okay? So we have here the category. And this hospital thing can act as a subject, for example. So that would be a function. And the hospital has the same situation because the hospital, it's two or more words combined, okay? And generally it's a noun ahead and a pre-modifier or a post-modifier. We're going to see that. The, remember, it's a definite article, and some people say that it doesn't, okay, it's not pre-modifying anything, so they like to call it determiners, okay? Determiners. In case you have an adjective, for example, if you say the horrible hospital, horrible, it's giving, let's say, a quality to the hospital, so it would be a pre-head adjectival or a pre-modifier, actually. Let's see some examples here. For example, the hospital is big, the hospital is a noun phrase, and it acts as a subject. The mayor rebuilt the hospital, again, a noun phrase, and the hospital is an object, in this case, a direct object. I'm going to explain this at the end of the video. And my sister is a nurse, okay? It's a nurse, it's a noun phrase, and it's giving me some information about my sister. That is why it is called a subjective complement. Complements the subject. Do you understand what I mean? So, in the theory, in the unit, you will see that it's called predicative complement, so it's the same. Okay, here, for example, the modifiers. We have many different kinds of modifiers. Uh, they can be after or before the head. So, which are previous to the modifier, they are called pre-modifier. And the ones who are behind the modifier, the head, they are called post-modifiers. Okay, so you can see their names. And these pre-modifiers can be, for example, determiners that we have seen in them, pre-heads adjectives, okay, or they can even be demonstrative pronouns, okay, these, that, those, remember that? And post modifiers are usually object to the prepositions. So whenever you have a head, which is a noun or noun phrase, are followed by a preposition. So whenever you see a preposition of, in, on, you will see that is a post modifier and object to the preposition. I'm going to show you later an example. So the head, remember the head is the nucleus, okay? And it is the most important word. And it can be present in different parts of the sentences. It's, you can see many sometimes. And as regards the object to the prepositions that I was talking about, generally they are after the head, introduced by a preposition, and they are usually called post-modifiers. The operation room of the hospital, that's an example. And the operation room, it's a noun phrase. Can you see? And the hospital is also a noun phrase. And we are talking about the room, we are not talking about the hospital. And the operation, it's a complement, okay, you understand? Of the room, and of the hospital, it's also a complement of room. It's telling you something about the room. So, of would be a preposition, of the hospital is an object to the preposition, and the hospital can be also analyzed. The is a pre-modifier definite article or determiner, and hospital is a head noun. Okay? Can you see? And finally, this is very important, you will have to understand how verbs work. There are three different categories of verbs. First of all, the intransitive ones. When we are talking about intransitive verbs, we talk about um, verbs that um, are incomplete in a way. For example, verbs that are incomplete are the verb to be. If you say she is, okay, you need something more. You say she is, and the idea is incomplete, okay? But it's different if you say she plays, okay? You don't know what she plays, but if you say she plays, you understand the meaning, you understand the message. And for example, in she is, you need something that complements the subject, okay? Something that tells you what she is, what she is, what. You understand? So you could say she is beautiful. Beautiful, it's the subjective complement. Okay, it's an adjective as a category, a subjective complement as a function. And different would be monotransitive and detransitive ones. For example, monotransitives are play, eat, study, okay? you always say what. For example, you study what? What do you study? What do you eat? What do you need? All the things that you can answer the question what would be a direct object. For example, I play football. Football, it's a direct object. The verb would be a monotransitive one. I eat a hot dog. So, eat is a monotransitive verb, and a hot dog would be a direct object. You understand what I mean? And the transitive verbs are very special because they are very few. For example, give. I give my mother a book. So, what do you give to your mother? A book, a direct object. And who is receiving or getting the book? Your mother. So, your mother would be the indirect object. Okay? So, these kind of verbs are intransitive verbs, the be transitive verbs, be transitive verbs. Okay? So, I hope this video have helped you to understand more or less what is syntax analysis about, and I will be, let's say, sending you more videos and more material to read. Okay, bye bye.